My Gems family. How are you doing? This is Life with Marlene, your Florida vlogger, and welcome to today's podcast conversation. Shout out to my gems. Shout out to my channel members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for your support. Let me see if I can remember my channel members. Leticia's Third Eye Point of View, Sirius S of Virgo from Georgia, Tracy, Positive Corner, Boss Life Online, Miss Nexie, Dave's Adventures, Love Baby. I know there's somebody else. Please forgive me if I forgot your name. Um, Today, Gems, I want to yeah, I'm back on another one. Yes, I'm going through my channel, sis. Thanks so much for coming over. Really appreciate you. Um, I wanted to talk to you guys about a motivational talk because on Mondays we do motivation, right? Hi, Misty. How are you doing? Welcome in. How was your Monday? Today, Gems, we're going to talk about discouragement. And I know that so many of us go through so many things in this life, and we'll feel like we're lost, right? You feel lost, that, nobody cares. And the thing about that is we have to be very careful in saying that nobody cares about us. No, the wrong people don't care about you. There's so much people that you don't even know that are hoping for you, wanting the best for you. It may just be the people that you're around are just toxic people. That's a fact of life. I had to learn that on my own. It's not that nobody loves you or cares about you. It's just that those toxic people don't love or care about you. There is a major difference, and the majority of the times, those toxic people are your own blood. Those toxic people are the people that you've known for such a long time. They're just not good for you. But in getting to today's topic is you're you're not lost. You're just discouraged, right? Yeah. hmm So a lot of times in this life, we feel like we're lost and lost your way, lost your focus, lost just your drive and desire to take care of yourself and handle your business. Always that girl says, no problem, sis. Just finished up cooking roast and potatoes, greens with turkey tails, candied yams, hot water cornbread. Trying to be a good newlywed. Yeah, as you should. And you're doing a great job. I think it's so important for us to have these type of conversations about discouragement. There's so many of us that we go through so many forms of discouragement. Discouragement because our life is not going the way we wanted or planned, or financial problems, spiritual, being lost spiritually, and just discouragement because of life, or having the expectations that certain people should do things for us or support us and love us, and they're not. All of these things can get us to a space and place where we feel very lost. But what it is, honestly, is discouragement. Many of us get discouraged for many different reasons, but it doesn't mean that you can be discouraged, but it doesn't mean our hope is gone. Your hope is never gone. It's we stop seeing hope. We stop seeing life as the glass as half full, and we think about the emptiness in our life. But I learned that the reason why you feel empty and lost and sad is because of what you're thinking on. If you think about negative things, the things that aren't happening, and you focus your mind on those negative things, that is the way your life will end up being. But if you focus your mind on positive things, on things to be grateful for, that you're alive another day, that whatever is going good in your life, focus your mind on those things. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I have a car to drive. Whatever. It's simple things. It doesn't have to be big things. I have a pet. I have my children. I have whatever it is that is your thing that you have in your life. If you focus your mind on the good things, the things that bring joy into your life, even if you just have very little, it's not about how much we have financially. It's about the mindset. The mindset counts. Hey, realist, how are you doing? Happy Monday. It really is about the mindset and what you choose to focus your mind on. And if you focus your mind on negative things, trust and believe you're going to be discouraged. That was something that I had to learn, to stop thinking on negative things. If you only talk about what's not going right and complaining, you become a complainer. That's a very hard habit to break when you always are complaining about every little thing. This isn't going right. This isn't going right. And they're doing this. You become known as a person who is a nagger. And people don't want to be around a person who always is nagging and complaining and never looking at any positives in their life. Now, life isn't going to be easy. Life isn't easy for me, and I'm sure that life isn't easy for you. We all have stress. We all have struggles. But at the end of it, really, we all have something to be grateful for. So, and this brings me back to the point of being lost. This life will have you going down this rabbit hole of just doing all of these things for everybody. Losing your way, losing yourself in a romantic relationship, losing yourself in your job, losing yourself in your relatives, and always doing everything for everybody, right? You show up for them, you do this for them, you fully extend yourself until you're empty, right? And you can be doing all of these things and at the same time doing nothing for yourself. So it means that a balance is necessary. You know, I always say that being kind is a wonderful thing, but the balance that I learned, the key to this is it's not being kind, but knowing that kindness has its limits. Kindness does have its limits. There are some individuals that you cannot be kind to them. And the more that you are kind to them is the more that they're going to keep draining you. You do 2 things for them and they're going to want you to do 20 things for them. The more you sacrifice is the more they expect. So that's a word of caution for us to be very careful about who you are doing what for. What is the real reason behind it? What is their motive, agenda? And do they also think about you and think about other people? These are some things for us to think about because we're mature people. We're not kids. We should be healing. We should be happy at a space of peace. And if we find that we can't find peace, that's one of the reasons why we get lost. Because you're looking for peace inside of other people. You're looking for your validation. And I have to tell you guys that, I walked that road for so many years looking for my validation inside of friends and my relatives, inside a romantic relationship. So many people look for that validation inside of other people. And you feel lost because you need to validate yourself. Be your own best friend. Show up for you. And that's the reason for the discouragement. Because you will be discouraged having the expectation that siblings or parents or this person and that person should do this or that for me, should love me, should care for me, should do kind things for me like I do for them. One thing that I definitely had to learn is I had to learn that nobody can love me like I love me. And that's one thing that we have to end. People can't love us like we love ourselves. They love us how they want to love us. And then we have to make a decision if we want to accept that love. Yeah, therapy got me readjusted. It readjusted my mindset and my focus into understanding that not everybody that claims to love me deserves to have my love back. You know, they can say they love me all they want to all day long, but I have to make a do I want them in my life? Are they good for me? Are they helping me? Are they healing me? Are they empowering me? Are they growing me? And if not, I can give myself the permission to cut them off and to block them. Always that girl says, Marlene, I totally get what you're saying. I made myself that person. I had to learn to say no. And we do. We really do have to learn to say no. And no is a complete sentence. And having people in your life that are manipulative or toxic, when you make changes and you cut off access, you know, to you, they get big mad, you know, and they want to know why. Why is it no? And why don't you show up? And why can't you give me money? And why? But don't answer them. Don't explain because I am a grown woman or a grown man and I can do what I want. Period. Give them that answer, and if they don't like it, there's the door. Hit the door then. Don't come back. Okay? That's how you have to deal with people. My issue for why I was so lost is, like I said a little bit earlier, I was expecting for people to mirror me. I was like, but I give you this. Why don't you give me that? Because they're not me. They're not you. They don't. They don't have the same thinking as you do, the same personality, and that may not be their love language. So that was a thing that really helped me to get readjusted. Stop expecting for people to be anything other than themselves. You know, let them be who they are, and then gems, then we make a decision. Okay, I don't want you in my life because you're toxic, or or you're very immature. And it can be people who are very grown, but like I said on another live the other day, that being grown does not equal maturity. You can be grown, all you say you're grown, but that does not mean that you are mature. It does not mean you're healed. It doesn't mean you come to a space of peace. And it definitely doesn't mean you love yourself, right? Always that girl says, that is the hardest thing is the guilty feelings of saying no. Yeah, I had a big case of guilt for so many years, but I learned to free myself from guilt when I found out that nobody can take my power unless I give it to them. And that is a really big deal to get to that space in your life that I'm not giving my power away. I'm not giving my time away. I'm not giving anything away that I don't want to give away because it's mine. You know, we have to stop thinking that we have to do things for people, that it's a requirement, and it's not. You don't have to do anything for anybody unless you want to. And anytime you stop wanting to, then that's it. There's no more attachment. That's it. I don't want to do it anymore. But other people, because we enable people, let's be honest, everybody, we enable people. hmm Marlene, what I have learned is when you stand up for what you believe in, be prepared for people to walk away. hmm That is the truth. That is a truth statement. But also with that, when you stand up for yourself and for what you believe in, and people walk away, the people who walk away were the individuals that were never good for us from the beginning. So when they walk away, that's a gift. When people walk away from our lives with their toxicity and their drama and their negativity, that's a blessing. You should be happy. I do. I do. I start clapping and I'm happy. Thank you for relieving me of that stress, that headache, that drama, that negativity. You know, be happy when people leave your life. Don't be sad. Be happy. It's like, thank you for freeing me, because it's something that I've said for many years. Please only let good people, healed people, peaceful people, motivated, empowered, inspirational people. Those are the ones I want in my life. I always, always say the people who are toxic, angry, manipulative, complaining, evil, I don't want those people in my life. So when they are removed from your life, don't question it. Be thankful. Be thankful. Now they're gone. Now you can get into what you're supposed to get into. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, being around toxic people will really get you stuck in your life. It will make you lose all inspiration, lose all joy, all peace, all focus. You'll stop taking care of yourself. Your physical health will go all the way down. Your mental health will be destroyed. Just emotionally, you won't be able to control, being so either angry or crying, or you just will be a basket case dealing with so many individuals. You have to be very careful about your energy. And when you identify those toxic people with their toxic energy and manipulation and control, you know the ones. You know those people in your life. And they always want to know everything what you're doing, judging you for what you're doing, making fun of you for what you're doing. And at the same time, those are the same individuals that have nothing going on in their life that's positive. There's no healing, there's no personal growth. They still are doing the same things that they have been doing year after year, and yet they look down on you. They scoff, they make fun of you, they talk about you behind your back. But don't worry about those people. Those are the individuals that are haven't found their way yet. They don't know who they are. Even if a person could be at a big age, 30s, 40s, 50s, and up, but that does not mean that they've ever grown up. It takes time for people to grow up and heal, and learn how to respect themselves, learn how to communicate properly. So many people do not know how to communicate. They keep everything inside, and they're a ticking time bomb. It's like dealing with them, and you feel like you got to walk on eggshells around them. You never know if they're going to be in a good mood or in a bad mood. And that's not good for your spirit. It's not good for your peace of mind, your joy, and being your best self. So that's the reason why you can feel so discouraged, because you have not balanced yourself. Mm. Balance is so important. Are you gems balanced? Do you treasure yourself, your time, your peace of mind, your worth? You're so valuable. Don't settle that. Don't compromise your values and your integrity. Don't compromise your morals. Don't compromise and try to be something that you're not. The ones that don't accept you for who you are, they are not supportive, they're not encouraging of you. Leave those people alone. Marlene, sometimes the very thing God is trying to remove from you, we try to hold on to. And He lets you have it, good, bad, or indifference. Yes. hmm The thing about it is that we have to listen. hmm We have to listen to how we feel. And we will be complaining about this person. They're always treating me bad. But why do you keep taking them back? Why do you keep doing whatever it is that you don't want to do? I had to learn to empower myself that if I don't want to be around people, if I don't want to do something for them, I'm not going to complain about doing it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to say no, whether they like it or don't like it. Something that I had to learn in my healing was to stop doing things that I didn't want to do. Stop doing things that disrupted my peace and my joy and the things that were getting me down and affecting my mental health. And stop doing the things that is discouraging to me. One of the best things that I ever did is I left a very toxic job and environment because I wasn't growing there. I wasn't learning. They definitely did not want me around. There was no peace. There was nothing but bickering and putting me down all the time. There's no support. There was no I didn't feel like I was accepted there. So that's one of the best things that you can ever do when you identify that you're not growing somewhere, you're not happy there, you're not at peace, you're not empowered, um, you don't find joy being around those people. If you feel drained, that's a lesson right there. And, and we will keep allowing people to run over us like a doormat. Why do you keep doing that? The only thing that will help you is the very thing that you won't do. You're going to feel so much better once you cut cut that umbilical cord to their toxicity. You're going to feel so much better when you respect yourself. You're going to feel so much better when you stop telling people your business. Yeah, you will. I am a firm believer that you teach people how to treat you. You do. But most of us don't want to learn the lesson. You know, we keep waiting for people to change. You keep waiting for people to grow up and to heal and to treat you right. But especially individuals that are not in a good space mentally, either they are going through some mental health situations or they are mentally ill and they need help. There's a lot of people who have anger issues, a lot of unresolved issues from their childhood or previous relationships, or whether romantic or platonic, and they got a lot of issues from other people. And until a person heals that, until you heal from what hurt you, you're gonna walk around broken, a walking time bomb, disrespectful, manipulative, and a control freak. So only we can change that. Nobody can change you and make you grow up. You have to grow up. You have to see that people are not good for you. That took me a long time to get to that space that no matter how much I care for people, they don't care for me back. So we have to look at a person's actions and not their words. And many times we rather have the I'm sorry's all the time than to say what it is. Right? You know they're not good for you. You know they're not helping you. You know that they're going to take you down. You know that they're always with drama. You know that. So expecting for them to be something that they're not good. That's not good. We deserve better than that. So I think that's very important. Um, but also, before I get out of here, I want to say to everybody, I hope that you are all prioritizing your mental health. All year long we talk about mental health and how important it is to have good mental health. But it's so important to make sure you're okay. And it's okay to not be okay. And when you're not okay, to give yourself the permission to pause and to ask yourself the questions: why am I not okay? What am I going through? And get the help that you need. Get the support that you need. Okay? We are all important, but you have to see the importance inside of yourself. You have to love you. And that's so important. Okay? And I just want to say that to everybody. Show up for yourself. If you don't show up for yourself, nobody is going to show up for you. Nobody. Nobody will show up for you until you show up for you. We train people how to treat us. We show people that we love ourselves. You show people that you're not a part of negativity, all by the way you act and the way you treat yourself. So stop sharing your business. Just do what you're going to do. You don't have to have other people's permission. You don't have to have their validation. That's probably the reason why you are feeling very discouraged. It's because you're talking too much. You got to stop talking and just do it. Do your own thing. You don't need other people to say that's a good idea. No, you don't need their validation. And this is be something that a lot of people get offended what I'm about to say, but we really don't need other people's support. We think we need their support, but you really don't. The support that you really need is your own. You really need to learn how to support yourself, support your mental health and your dreams, and activate those dreams again. I know that there's so many things that we have all these goals and dreams of what we want to do, how we started off the year real strong. Oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then that fizzles out. It's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late to activate your dreams. It's never too late to love yourself. It's never too late to get up and fight for what you want. But discouragement is a real thing. And I know that there are so many people that get discouraged, especially this time of the year. It's about to be that season of the year where, it gets cold, it gets dark, and you start just like the weather is muggy and dark and inclement, when the snow starts falling, and just as cold as it feels outside is the same way you feel in your heart, just cold, or your mental health just cold, and just start feeling some type of way about life and feeling down, and you can't get out of that funk. You got the deep blues. Talk to somebody about it, and not just anybody. Not I don't mean talk to people who are not supportive and don't listen to you, but get yourself a counselor, a therapist. Okay. Hi, Ruthie. How are you doing? Yes, welcome to fall season. But I just want to say that to everybody to please make sure that you are showing up for yourself. So important. So important. Yes, thank you so much, Ruthie. I really appreciate you. I just came on to do my 30 minutes, so that has been accomplished. But I did want to tap in with all of my Gems family and to tell you guys I treasure you. I hope you are pouring into yourself, filling up your cup, living your best life, and not letting other people stop you. And I know that there's bumps along the way, and we all get discouraged. We all go through things. We get sad. We grieve. You have health problems. So many things in life. Struggling financially. I know we all go through it. You know, it's just some have the courage to say that they're struggling while others don't because they have their pride. But at the end of it, please make sure that you're taking care of you and not letting those toxic people and the ones that judge you and look down on you and the ones that really don't care about you, stop going around those people. Stop letting what they think carry so much power in your life. Cut them off. You don't need them anyways. They're not bringing you anywhere but down. They're just like what is that thing called that they put in the ocean? I can't think of it. That weighs down the ships, an anchor. You know, they're just dropping you down in life. They're not lifting you up. They're not pushing you up. They're not encouraging you to be a better version of yourself. And if you have people in your life and they're not improving you, if all they ever do is hold their hands out wanting, or all they ever do is complain, all they ever do is talk about you and laugh at you, those are not your people. They don't care about you. Leave them alone. Okay? Just some motivational support. I want you guys to lift your head up, believe in yourself, do some things for you. All those goals, those dreams that you have, do them. Write it down. Make an action plan and go for it. Forget about other people and what they think. People will always, put their nose up at you. Feel that you can't do it. Do it for yourself. You can do anything that you want to. Okay, guys. I am Life with Marlene, your Florida blogger, motivational speaker, and positive mindset shifter. I thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel and become a fellow gem. And I do have channel membership open. My channel membership starts at 99 cents. You're welcome to join at any level that you would like to. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. Tomorrow we will be doing a premiere at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before that, sometime before then, I'm going to try to do a live stream. I'm not sure, but yeah, all of those things. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, yes, indeed. Do something for yourself. Yes, because if you don't show up for you, if you don't pour into yourself, if you don't feed and nourish your own mind, nobody's going to do that for you. People aren't going to say, "Hey, why aren't you loving yourself? Hey, why don't you cut off that person?" No, people are going to keep using you, taking advantage of you, stepping on you to elevate themselves. People that are miserable, angry, manipulative, immature will be that until they want to make changes. But it's not your responsibility to take on other people's burdens and problems. What we need to do is cut them off and focus on ourselves and be happy. Life is too short to not be happy. Life is too short to not have peace in your life and in your heart. Life is too short to allow other people to ruin your mental health. Okay? Hey, Sirius, I'm just about to get out of here, but thank you so much for stopping by. Um, but I want to say that to everybody. Please make sure that you're showing up for yourself, respecting yourself, And do not let other people who are miserable and angry make you miserable and angry because they're projecting their fears and their insecurities onto you. You deserve better. Don't take their mess. Don't listen to them. You know who you are. Speak over your life and say, I am valuable, worthy, enough, and I can do anything that I set my mind to. Use your talents and your gifts, gems. You are more than enough. I will see you guys on the next one. Serious, I'm doing great. I hope you are as well. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate all of you gems. Make sure to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and check out all of my fellow content creators. I appreciate every single one of you so much. And I will tap in on tomorrow. Bye bye, guys.